If I was starting a brand new B2B content strategy tomorrow, knowing what I know after 4 years on LinkedIn, over 170,000 followers, and $2 million in content-driven revenue, I would not build a personal brand. Or at least not the way most people are telling you to. I would build something different, something that almost no B2B company is doing right. But the ones who are doing it are pulling away from everyone else in their market. So in the next 10 minutes, I will show you exactly what I would build, why it works, and the 5-step playbook to install it in your company before the end of this quarter. Alright, first of all, here is why I will do it differently this time for a new content strategy. The LinkedIn game has changed. In 2022, one person posting consistently was enough to win. But in 2026, the competition is much harder. So right now, just posting as a founder isn't enough anymore. The feed is saturated, AI content is everywhere, and personal brands are hitting a wall, even the ones doing everything right. It's just that there is too much competition. The companies pulling away aren't the ones with the loudest single voice. They are the ones with 3, 4, or even 5 voices coming from the same company, all coordinated, all hitting their own audience, all stacking the same brand signal at the same time. It's called team-led content, and it's the single best B2B LinkedIn strategy right now. Here is exactly how I would build it. I will give you my 5-step playbook to build your team-led content strategy. Step number 1, pick your starting team. I would start with 3 to 5 people for the pilot, not the whole company, obviously, not just the founder either. So 3 to 5 is the best combo to start. I would pick them on 3 different criteria. Criteria 1, the subject matter expertise. They know their domain, they know it deeply enough to teach it. Second criteria, it's better if it's client-facing, like sales, product, customer success, or leadership. So someone who actually talks to the market every week, so they have enough insights. And last but not least, obviously, the willingness to be visible. They want to do this. It's not fine, I will try. It's that they want and they are incentivized to do this. So for most B2B companies, the ideal starting lineup is the founder, one subject matter expert like a VP of product, and one revenue leader like the head of sales or the head of growth. On top of that, you can add, for example, the CFO and the COO. So that's your starting engine. Step number 2, give each person a content territory. This is where most companies blow it. They tell 3 people to post on LinkedIn. Okay, can you just post and let's see what happens. So they tell the people to post on LinkedIn and they end up with random, overlapping content that confuses the audience and exhausts the team. Each person needs a clear lane. I call it a topical map. So you need 3 topics per person and 1 personal brand angle per person. So that's a total of 4 topics, including the personal brand. And obviously, each topic has subtopics inside, and there is just a few overlap with the other team members. Here is what it looks like, for example, for a B2B SaaS. The CEO posts about market trends, leadership, and company building. The VP of product posts about product strategy, user research, and roadmap decisions. The head of growth posts about demand gen, conversion, and LinkedIn tactic. Same company, same audience, 3 distinct angles. But now what you need to do is that each topic has a direct connection with your company offer. Otherwise, you're just generating visibility for no reason. So when you map it right, you get 60 plus content ideas before you publish a single post. So the blank page syndrome disappears. And you can start your team-led content strategy with the right foundations. Now, let's talk about step 3. You need to match the content level to the right person. Here is what it means exactly. It's the layer that almost no one is doing. Your B2B buyers aren't one persona. They are C-levels, managers, and individual contributors, so operational teams. And each of them engages with a completely different content level. So the strategic content, like high-level insights, market trends, vision, point of view, C-levels and investors read this. So your CEO posts it, for example, a post about their point of view on a market trend, and other C-levels will read it. Then second level is the tactical content. So it's frameworks, playbooks, workflows, all the tactical elements that will be important and interesting for the day-to-day of managers and senior contributors who really need this type of content to manage their team and their departments. Here, your VPs or some of your C-levels can post it. And then the last one is operational content. Tutorials, templates, checklists, operational workflows. The people doing the work day-to-day save this content. So your team can post it, so you can assign someone from your team doing it. The best will be the expert with the knowledge. So you see, you have 3 levels of content, and you need to match this with your 3 types of personal brands inside the team-led content strategy. So when you match person to content level, your brand speaks to every layer of your buyer's organization at the same time. It's very powerful. That's a coverage no single voice can replicate, because even if your founder was publishing every day, they could not do this. They could not cover the 3 layers, no matter how big their following is. By now, you should really understand the power of your team-led content strategy. And if you need help to install this strategy, I can help you with my team. We will create the strategy starting from your experts, listing the content pillars, the content topics, building their personal brand. Then we'll create a content factory with infographics, carousels, thought leadership content. We will turn all their insights into this type of visual content. And then we will use their personal brands, so 5 profiles, to publish the content. And so you will be visible everywhere on LinkedIn on those 3 strategic layers. And so this way you will be able to first build visibility and authority, second, get inbound leads, but third, very important as well, when you will send LinkedIn DMs and emails, your team will be instantly recognizable because they've seen you in LinkedIn. So make sure to check the link in the description, and we will run with you a free audit to analyze who in your company can become the best personal brands for your team-led content strategy. And then we'll give you precise recommendations on how to implement it. So make sure to book a call if you're interested to get inbound leads from LinkedIn. All right, let's move on to step 4. Run it like a system, not just a vibe. If you skip the operating system, this whole strategy collapses in 2 weeks. You cannot rely on motivation. So here is the minimum viable system. One shared content calendar, such as Notion, Google Sheets, or whatever you already use, with 3 columns: who's posting, what format, when. And then you have a weekly sync up to see what performed best, what is planned for the next week. You need to align on topics, review upcoming posts, unblock people who are stuck, and you need to make sure to do this at a weekly level, weekly rhythm. Otherwise, if you do this only monthly, it will be too slow and it will not work. You also need one central content support. So it's a team with copywriters and designer that will help you to ship the content. They handle the insight ideation, the design, the copywriting, the editing, the scheduling. So your team members bring the ideas, but they don't fight inside Canva or Figma at 11 p.m. in order to publish a post the next day. So in terms of cadence, you need something that works well. The best is to have 3 posts per week per person that are staggered across the days. So CEO, for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, VP product, Tuesday, Thursday, and head of growth, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. By the end of the week, your brand has touched the feeds 7 times instead of 3. So that's the real power of a team-led content strategy. And you also need to think about the format. So the way we do it with my agency Content Pass is that we create a content factory. So all the insights come inside the content factory, and what goes out are infographics, carousels, but also personal brand posts, thought leaderships, videos, etc. So you need to be able to build a content engine that turns those insights into highly valuable content that are usually visual. Because don't forget that you are competing with a lot of creators, businesses, and ads inside the feed, so your content needs to be top-notch. All right, let's move on to step 5, stack the 3 effects that compound. I will tell you what it means exactly. Done right, team-led content triggers 3 effects that a single profile cannot produce. This is why I would run this strategy over a personal brand in 2026. The first effect that I touched based on a bit is the "they are everywhere" effect. Your prospect sees your CEO on Monday, your product leads on Wednesday, and your growth lead on Friday. They see the same logo with 3 different voices, and they feel like you are the dominant player in the space. It's really about building a repetition effect here, so you are everywhere in their feed. The second effect is they really help us effect. So you have 3 different angles with different pain points covered across different personal brands at a strategic, tactical, and operational level. So your target audience start associating your brand with something that is really helpful. So this increases the chance for them to actually contact you and work with you. And the last effect is they are the professionals effect. So when multiple experts under one company name are posting, it builds a halo effect. What they think is, okay, their content is so good, they are the pro, so their offer must be good as well. That's the halo effect. So here the personal brands across your company will lift the brand, and so your company brand will be perceived as a professional brand that can really help the target audience. That's the compound interest of team-led content. And it's why this is the play I would run in 2026 without hesitation. So if I was trying to grow a B2B company with content in 2026, this is the playbook I would run, the team-led content playbook. And here is the recap. First step, pick 3 to 5 people, not your whole company, start from a pilot. Step 2, give each personal brand a clear content territory with just an overlap on your company messaging, and each person has clear topics to post about. Step 3, match the content level, strategic, tactical, and operational to the right person, so you make sure that you cover the interests of the different buyers inside your prospect's organization. Step 4, run it like a system. 1 calendar, 1 weekly sync, 1 content support factory. And make sure to contact Content Pass if you need help on this. Step number 5, let the 3 effects compound. Omnipresence, helpfulness, and halo effect. This is what will build your positioning in the feed and that will generate inbound leads. All right, so that's the team-led content strategy that you need to run in 2026 on LinkedIn in order to generate inbound leads. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm publishing weekly videos on LinkedIn, but also content strategy and B2B marketing in general. I will see you in the next video.